like this old hat. This is my second hat I've been wearing on my head. The first one went to tethers, you know what I mean? It went sweaty, it went watery, it didn't stand the test of time. But these old hats ain't made to be standing the test of time. They're supposed to be little journeys in one life. Like that's not hat number one, hat number two. Now I'm on hat number two, so I call it old number two. And then when I get done with old number two, which hopefully will be a while, it'll be quite a thing. I'll get on to the next one. Get on to the next one, number three, in the future, if the Lord spares my life. Right now, I'm heading to H&H store. I call it H&H, it's a little easier than home hardware. When I say H&H, you always know what home hardware means. So, I'm going to H&H store to get some plastic cement, some tar. They call it plastic cement. I'm going to post a video. This will probably be part 2 of the video I took the other day. I was doing jobs back and forth, like for this couple and Mama, and I finished Mama's roof, as you can see. It took me about less than a day, if you figure hours. What a day, let's say a day, to do it by myself. It was hot yesterday, no, 2 days ago. It was bloody hot. Somewhere around 30ish degrees Celsius. I think that's the Canadian way. It's probably pushing 100 maybe, Americans. Something like that. We won't squabble over a few degrees here or there. I just seen Luke Hill with a purple Mercury or something. That's a nice truck. I gotta text him. I know he's gonna want 15, 16, 18, 20 grand. That's a nice truck. That's a truck. Anyway, I'm enjoying myself down here. But I kind of miss out there too, right? We've got the whole family out there. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I miss the family, miss the area of traveling around, looking at vehicles and different things. So, it'll be alright. Planes fly and they come and go. So right now I'm after some car down to H&H store, because I set up this morning. I started early at the Yellow House. I'm gonna call it the Yellow House. So I'll post, you probably already saw the first video. I'm gonna call it the Yellow House. Reno, not Reno. Yellow House. I don't know. Working at the Yellow House. Repairing the Yellow House, maybe. Let's just say repairing the Yellow House. It's a nice old place. They kept it up good. So, repairing the Yellow House, part 1, part 2. This should be part 2, because you already saw part 1, which really you never yet, but you did. Because I'm gonna put the other one on. You already saw that one, so this is part 2. Doing some shingling at the Yellow House. And what else? Yeah, I gotta do some molding work, repair work to the moldings, different things. But, yeah, it's all good. big city of Weymouth. I call it Weymouth. It's Weymouth, we call it, but it's Weymouth. Waving to a lot of people they know East Coast down here. So I'm going to get... Oh, the place is not open. What's going on? Where's that? It's got to be open. Maybe they don't open it to 8. I don't know. No, I think the contractor's place is open. Okay, I'll be with you in a bit. Well, I'm back. I got a big can of tar. See, the couple that got the tar, I asked for some tar. And the couple that got the tar, they didn't really know. They got a small can, a 1 gallon container of this tar, and it was like a special tar. It's a special tar, and it was a gallon of it. It's like repair type tar with stuff put in it and all this fancy stuff. And I said to them, I said, what did that? I looked at it and they said, is that the right kind? And I went, I mean, it will work. It will work. Oh, well, I said, that's should have been like blackjack, like tar, plastic cement, for roofing. Oh, okay. I said, yeah, I was wondering, it was kind of expensive. I said, what did you pay? Well, they said, we paid $80-some. I said, for a gallon? Oh, so take it back. Yeah, but you need it. I said, no, I don't need it that bad. I'll run to town, H&H store, and I'll get some the real stuff and a lot more for less. So what did I pay? Oh, I got, what did I get? Enough 3 or 4 cans. 4 gallons? Yeah, 3 or 4 more cans of that size for $80-some. I got it for $60-some. And just think about that for a second. Give your head a shake, you know what I mean? So they're gonna be happy. I'm happy. I paid for it. I ain't got much money, but I had enough to get that. But I gotta watch for it. I gotta get this job done so I can get some money from it. You know, everything runs on money. And if you ain't got no money, you're in hard shape. And I was in hard shape lots of times. I bounced back though. I bounced back, you know what I mean? You gotta bounce back. You gotta be a go-getter. I'm trying to be a go-getter. You know what I mean? That's all you can do. So once I get that tar, and I got long nails, I'm gonna put that roof all on. I should be able to get that roof done today. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool. I'll do a video of that. So this will be like part 2 of the yellow house. That was Michelle Dawson. I wave to a lot of people. I don't know why. I got a habit, like Robert Guddett. The late Robert Guddett. He was born the same year I was. Robert Guddett would, he's one of these like slow handicapped people that you think be handicapped, but really they're smarter than us because they get a pension, we don't. You know what I mean? The government gives them money, and other people has to work for it. But that's fine. That goes all around the world. What I'm getting at is, he would look at the hydro people would come, pole people putting up poles. He'd be the guy standing there with his hands on his back, or looking at them and talking to them, and nothing wrong with that. Anything going on, he'd be there. Anyway, so I'll just brother Mark. Anyway, so he passed on, like I said. Anyway, Dad picked him up. Yeah. Dad picked him up, and he said, "Come no Weymouth, boy. You want to ride?" "Yep, Johnny. Hold your frig. Hold your frig." And Dad, you know, got him in the, he got in the truck there, and Robert started waving to every car come. Robert would wave. Dad would go, "Who's that, boy?" Robert went, "Such and such a person, such and such a person." So he kept waving to these people. I said, "Who's that one?" He said, "I don't freaking know." He said, I don't. He said, "Oh yeah, you wave to people you don't know, boy." He said, "Hold your freak." So there was no cars coming. So now he started waving at houses. Like Dad was going by houses. Dad was going by houses, like on the side of the road. And Dad was seeing him waving to people. Well, houses, I thought people. And Dad said, kept looking at him. "Who's that, boy? Who are you waving at?" He goes, "Oh, there's a fella there." Then he kept waving and waving. Dad said, "Who are you waving at, boy? There's nobody there." He said, "Oh, it's a nice house." He said, "Boy, I got to get rid of you. I got to kick you out. Any man, I can put up with waving to every car, but I'll tell you right now, boy, you got to start waving at every house." He said, "That's not good." He said, "This will be the last trip." And that was it. Another thing too about Robbie Rock. He used to dig graves, and I dug graves too. Yeah. And William Barry was a grave digger, pick and shovel. So I was young, very young, and he would dig graves, and I wanted a little extra money, $5 or something like that. So I don't know if Robert was there. Maybe Robert wasn't there. I forget right now. The three of us, or just two of us. We was digging a grave, and I was digging. I was young, powerful, and I was digging, swinging at that pick, and grabbing that shovel, and giving her, and all that kind of stuff. And got about halfway down, 3/4 way down, and I was way down quite a ways. Back then, 6 feet deep. You know what I mean? 6 feet. And I swung that pickaxe. And baby, didn't it go through? It fell right through a hole. And I went, man, I said, must have hit a hollow spot. So I started digging a little more. And I told William, I said, he said, "What's that there, buddy?" And I went, "Well, my pick went right in, made a hole." "Oh," he said, "you're into another coffin." And I said, "Yes, sir, another coffin." He said, "Oh, yeah, you're in another coffin." He said, "Just keep going straight, you'll be all right." Man, I don't know if I tried to peek in or not. Being a young farmer, I didn't really peek in. I just kept digging straight. Yeah. Yeah, that was an awful thing, I'll tell you. One time, I shouldn't say this, but it's true. Sometimes the truth hurts, but sometimes it don't. Whatever, you know what I mean. So I was digging another grave one time, and big coffin, like a big, massive coffin. That hole was big, I tell you, big. So I was digging the hole, and William said, "Yep." He said, I said, "That's a big, fancy, massive coffin." He said, "Yep, you're supposed to be a professor from the States." I said, "What? Professor from the States?" "Yeah." I was wondering why he was buried up here, but maybe he worked in the States. Maybe he was from here. Anyway, me being curious and young, I went, "I wonder what he would look like." And I just said it's something to do, right? He said, "Yep, you want to find out?" And before I can say anything, up come the latches, and up the latch come up, and there were first latch, the cover come off, pushed up, And there were some feet. Very long. Guy must have had like 14, 16 size feet. You know what I mean? Woo! Oh man, fancy shoes. Dressed to the loins. Yeah. And I went, ooh. I said, man, you think you should do that? Yep. They don't know nothing when they're dead. Yep. So he opened the other one. Oh my goodness. And he opened the head part. Man had a head big as a watermelon. The head was like them watermelons that I bought the other day. They was big. Anyway, he had a big head on him. And, you know, clean guy, nice guy, big guy. And he had his hands crossed and all them, he has fancy rings all over his fingers and stuff. And them baby's eyes were shining. They were sparking. The grave diggers. And I went, looking like that. And they said, yep. He said, you want a ring? And I went, want a ring? No, no, I don't want no. Won't we get your ring? I said, what's going on in the world today? Yeah. I got out of there, man. I didn't want to be no part of that. So I said, my belly hurt, and I left. I took right off. I said, no, my belly hurt. I said, I don't feel very good. And who knows if they got the rings. You know what I mean? Dead man tells no lies, you know what I mean? Yeah. True story, man. True story. I was there. Nobody can say it any different because I was there and I seen it. They want to say anything different on East Coast? You come to my face to face, you know what I mean? Woo! Anyway, I'm back at the job site. I gotta let you guys go and smile. And we'll all smile with you.